For this week's reading log, we got to choose any award-winning book, and I chose the 2012 Boston Globe-Horn Award winner, and it's titled Extra Yarn by Mac Barnett and John Clausen. The characters in this story are Annabelle is the main character in this story. She finds a box of yarn, and she lives in a very dull, plain town, and she finds this box of colorful yarn, and so she decides to knit herself a sweater, and then she decides to knit her dog one too. I mean, why not? It's very cold in their town. And then people actually start to make fun of her for doing it because, you know, it's different. And then she decides to knit the person that's mean to her a sweater, and then she just decides to start knitting everyone in their town sweaters. So the only person she didn't knit a sweater for was her teacher. So she decided to knit him a hat. But other than that, she basically knitted everyone's sweaters, and I'll just kind of show you. So their town before was really boring, and then she just started knitting sweaters on things that didn't even really wear sweaters. So she started like knitting things for houses and just that kind of stuff. And then so one day an archduke sailed into their town, and he wanted to see Annabelle, and he made her many offers about her yarn and how, because it was unlimited and it just never ran out. And he offered her $1 million, $2 million, $10 million, and she turned them all down. She loved her yarn. She wanted to keep it. And so what he decided to do was hire a couple robbers to rob her house so that he could get the yarn. And by the time it sailed back, all the way back to his castle, the yarn is on that ship. By the time it got back, there was actually no yarn in the box. And the Archduke was obviously really mad, and he threw it out the window and said she would be cursed. And she wasn't. And it came back to her, and it was filled with her yarn. So it was either magic or not really sure. But the illustrations are done in, I think, either a colored pencil or watercolor pencil. I think the theme is individuality is a wonderful trait to have. You know, not being like everyone else is, it stands out, and it can be good in a lot of ways. And then this is just a good story for children because it shows them that individuality is a great trait to have. And then it shows that you really can't put a price tag on something you love or something that you love doing, or, you know, just, it kind of reminds me of being a teacher because a lot of people are always like, oh, you know, they don't get paid that much, and just things sort of related to that. And I'm like, well, yes, I know. It's something I love doing, so, or I know I'll love doing. I love children. I love being around them. So I'm sure I will enjoy it, and that's kind of how it reminds me. So thank you for watching.